Safety and first aid. Many people meet with accidents due to their carelessness. To avoid these accidents, we have to follow some safety rules. Safety while riding a bicycle. Always check the brakes, seat and tires of a bicycle before using it. Always wear a helmet while riding a bicycle. Do not ride your bicycle using earphones. Use hand signals to turn to your left or right. Follow traffic rules and signals. Do not ride on sand or stones. Safety while traveling in other vehicles. Fasten your seatbelt when you are traveling in a car. Do not disturb and talk to the driver. Do not make a noise or play stereo in loud voice. Do not put any of your body part out of the window of the moving bus or car. Do not stand on the door of the moving bus or train. Always get down on the pavement or safe side of the road. Safety in water. Never go near water or for swimming without an adult. Do not go or play near ponds, lakes or rivers. Do not swim in water bodies like rivers or streams. Always swim in a swimming pool. Use swimming tubes while swimming. Always wear a life jacket while traveling in a boat. Safety from fire. Fire helps us in many ways, but it can also cause damage when we are not careful. Do not play with matchsticks, lighter and candles. Do not go near a gas stove or do not try to open it on. Do not burst crackers while wearing synthetic clothes. Do not overload electrical switches. Do not leave frayed wires or cords. Do not leave any heater, oven or toaster switched on for a long time. Do not leave papers, newspapers, books, curtains or any other clothing near fire, place where spark could ignite them. Preventive steps in case of fire. Dial 101 to call the fire service. Move out as soon as possible. Do not use lifts. Only use a staircase or emergency exit. If your clothes catch fire, do not run. Stop and drop down on the ground. Cover your eyes and face with hands and roll down on the ground to put off fire. First aid. First aid is an immediate help given to an injured or sick person before arriving of a doctor. First aid helps a person relieving from pain or prevents the condition getting worse. Cuts and wounds. If the cut or wound is small, wash the area with soap and water or clean it with any antiseptic lotion. Dry it and apply an antiseptic cream on the cut or wound. Cover it with a bandage to prevent infection from germs. If the cut or wound is deep, wash it with soap and water or with antiseptic lotion. In case of excessive bleeding, make a thick pad of cotton and press it over the wound. Then tie a strip of cloth tightly above the wound to stop bleeding. Sprains and fractures. A sprain occurs when our muscles get stretched or joints get twisted and swelled up. Apply an ice pack on the area to reduce the swelling. Do not move the part and wrap crepe bandage around the area. A fracture occurs when a bone gets broken and causes swelling. This is an extreme pain, so the person is unable to move the part. Do not try to move the fractured part. Take any flat thing like a piece of cardboard and tie it around the fractured part. This will work as a splint which prevents the movement of bone. Take the person to a doctor as soon as possible. Burns. Sometimes boiling water, hot tea or milk falls on skin, or you may touch hot objects, or maybe while bursting crackers you get burns. Cool down the burnt area under cold running water or apply an ice pack. Apply the solution of baking soda and water on the burnt area with the help of cotton. If the burn is major, immediately take the person to a doctor. Nose bleeding. Sit down on the chair keeping your head held back. Put an ice pack or a wet cloth over the nose to stop bleeding. Do not pick, rub or blow your nose. Breathe through mouth for some time, not from nose. If bleeding still does not stop, take the patient to a doctor. Animal bites. Bite of animals like dogs, monkeys, bats, wolves, etc. cause a deadly disease called rabies. Wash the wound with soap and water. Apply an antiseptic cream to prevent infection. Take the person to a doctor and have an anti-rabies injection.